Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, man. It's 3 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. As you can tell, I just came in from a long walk. I usually do part of my exercise every day is going on a 4 mile walk at 5 in the morning around the city I live in here. And it's about 10 degrees outside here in Connecticut. Here's the thing, I got to go out and I got to stock up on some food. We're getting snow day after day after day here in Connecticut, and I'm trying to get to the store as soon as it opens at 6 a.m. So I decided to do a video right now and just kind of share some thoughts I had on on Donald Trump and on Kanye West. I guess I'll get right to my hypothesis, my whole theory here. And it's kind of sad. I look at what Kanye West has said recently. I'll put links down below. I can't even repeat the stuff he's saying. He's saying that the German chancellor in the 1940s was a great man and all this other stuff, and that he is actually a Nazi and all this other garbage. And then I look at Donald Trump, and I started thinking, in you hear that America is the greatest country in the world, and I'm just not believing that anymore. I'm really not. Despite on top of the fact that I look at a lot of other cities recently, like Dubai or Shanghai, China, and these beautiful cities they have. It's bullet trains and all this other stuff. But besides that, I look at how we could possibly elect a man like Donald Trump, who is obviously deficient in character, in his intelligence, in his vocabulary, and how millions of people could elect him, or Kanye West, how a man this vile and disgusting could become a billionaire, with millions of people following him and worshiping. It makes me lose hope for humanity, and specifically it makes me lose hope for the United States. And here's my thought on this. I'm glad I don't have any kids at this point. I'm almost glad that me and my family are all like in our 60s, 70s, and 80s, because the honest truth is I'm starting to look forward to the fact that I'm not going to be here much longer. I saw an article, I'll put it down below, that there's a 1 in 47 chance that we're actually going to get hit by a football stadium-sized asteroid in 2034. A very good chance. It's not a planet killer, but it's definitely a city killer. And I see news stories like this, and a lot of other people I know with me, we're starting to look forward to it. It's like, just take us out of our misery. That's the attitude I'm starting to have. I start thinking, I'm almost 60 years old. At best, I have to suffer through, another 10 or 15 years of this stupidity. I'm really losing hope for not just for humanity, but specifically for America, if this is the kind of person. Now, let me talk about Donald Trump really quick. I look at him taking out OSHA, taking over the Kennedy Center, doing away with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, and the Trump supporters that are supporting this. I'm trying to see what their attitude is towards all this, and half of them are happy because the other half of the country is sad. They're delighted over liberal tears, So it's this negative attitude that as long as it hurts and disturbs somebody else, it makes them happy. And then the other half of them actually just want to burn everything down. They believe the whole swamp rhetoric, that whole Trump swamp thing, and they believe that Democrats in particular, or one specific portion of politicians, are evil and need to be eliminated. So their whole theory is just burn everything down, destroy everything, as if it was just some kind of little club, and there's going to be repercussions, and I don't think these people realize, getting rid of OSHA, getting rid of safety regulations for work, down the line, one of these Trump supporters are going to break their arm at work, and they're going to be shit out of luck. Or the storm's going to take out their house, and they're not going to get any warning. With the NOAA, National Atmospheric, it's a fatalistic view of the country, and they're delighted. It's a negative attitude. They're delighted in other people's misery, and they're delighted in burning everything down and destroying everything. And it just I don't know how to deal with this anymore. Let me talk briefly about Kanye West. I started to realize, I realized this for some time. First of all, I have no respect for his woman, Sensiori. you know, they always say that a woman, you know, the less you see sometimes, the more alluring it is. And that's the truth. You know, with her bearing almost everything, it's gotten to the point where I just, you know, you don't, I'm not even turned on by her anymore. I mean, she's got a beautiful body, but it's just, it's become Kanye West's doormat. That's what I think of her. You know, she's become Kanye West's doormat. Let me talk about Kanye West really quick. He's a 3-year-old child that constantly wants attention. You know, he just lately he's come up with the most appalling thing he could possibly think of to say. You know, I think he's got that attitude where any publicity is good publicity. You know, so just to stay relevant, he says the most obscene, disgusting thing every so often. And of course, it gets, you know, it gets millions of hits. He goes to the top of the list of trending topics. He goes right to the top, and it works. You know, he's a 3-year-old who wants attention, who craves attention, negative attention. So what we have here is all negativity. You know, Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Musk taking over the treasury and accusing these people and that people of hoarding or stealing money or whatever. It's all based on lies and negativity. And to be honest with you guys, I'm starting to be happy that I might not be here for much longer. You know, I've lost hope in America, and specifically in Americans. That's my thoughts. I got to get to the store. Let me know what you think. Have a good Sunday.